What's the most effed up thing your coworker has done to you? He signed me up to a racist organization as a joke. I have a colleague, a very nice, very young man with a quirky sense of humor and a less than fully formed sense of boundaries around what's appropriate to say at work. I believe this is his first professional job after graduating. Recently, he joined a racist alt-right political organization. I'm almost certain he did this as a joke, but not completely sure, and told me about this. I thought that was a very strange thing to do, and a strange thing to tell me about at work, but I let it go. We're both new hires, and I don't want to make waves. Today, he went online, impersonating me, and signed me up as a member of the organization. I'm almost completely certain it was a prank, as was his own joining, but I'm now officially a member of this organization, which couldn't be further from my views. I'm sickened to think that my name will now appear on their membership rolls and count toward the official tally of how many members they have. On the one hand, if it's something anyone can just sign someone else up for, I like to hope my new membership and it won't do me any reputational harm. But on the other hand, if word got around that I'm a member, I would not be pleased. Would it look like a stick in the mud if I told him that this wasn't cool, and the kind of thing that might have real professional consequences for him if he did it to the wrong person? Would that be sufficient enough to get him a message without creating problems for him that I don't want to create? I was polite but very firm with a young man, who we'll call Mo, about the inappropriateness of his behavior. He was offended in response. "I thought you were cool and had a sense of humor," was the gist of his response. I ended up mentioning it to my boss in what I had thought was an offhanded way, just saying, "Mo did this thing, it was odd, I thought you might want to know he does this kind of thing." A few weeks later, my contract with that organization came to an end, and was unexpectedly not renewed even though I'd been told to expect a renewal. On my way out the door, my boss gave me the feedback that I'm oversensitive. Which I certainly can be, so it might not have just been about this. It was a long struggle to find another job, but 4 years later, I'm ED of a small nonprofit that does lots of good and important work in its niche. I'm much happier here than I was there, and my board treats me much better, which isn't something you hear from every E.D. Update on Mo. He skyrocketed through the ranks of that organization and is now at director level and is the public face of many of their initiatives. I follow him on LinkedIn, and in my view, his judgment about what jokes are appropriate in a professional setting remains atrocious, but his bosses seem to love him. Update on the racist organization. I wrote to them and demanded that my name be taken off the membership rolls. They were very quick to do so, said that they would never want anyone to be publicly linked to their movement who didn't genuinely share their views, and I haven't heard from them or appeared on any public membership lists since. Who knew they were such nice guys, to be honest. I don't know how I ended up getting more courteous treatment from the racist organization than from my old employer, but here we are.